Good evening, everyone. Today is Thursday, October 1st, and the time is around 7 p.m. here in New York, and the temperature is around 65 degree Fahrenheit or 19 degree Celsius. How's everyone doing? Hi, Manny. How are you doing? All right, I'm just gonna wait about a minute to let everybody in, and I'll start a tour. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing? Right now, I am around the Flatiron District. Hi, Priya. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Keith. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Hi, Rosalind. How are you doing? Thank you for joining as well. DT's here. Hi, DT. Hi, in America. How are you? Yeah, so luckily my gimbal stopped working after after I have done a few videos. So I was able to upload that one. So just so you know, just a heads up, my gimbal is still not working well. It started, luckily, afterwards. But it's not working really well. So I just want to give you a heads up, just in case, you know, if we get disconnected or if it doesn't work or something like that, if there's an issue, I just want to give you. It's gonna be cold for the next couple of days, so I figured I'd bring you guys another live stream today. And as always, we're gonna explore and, you know, see what's out here. And by the way, restaurants in New York have started indoor dining. Some of them have decided not to, but most of them, at least to the most part, have started letting people in. So technically started yesterday, and today's the first day, officially. All right, just giving you a little bit of a tour of the Flatiron District, and then I'll start my tour. Oi, Brazil. A few Brazilians. That's good. All right, so I'm gonna head back this way towards Broadway, 7th Avenue, and so on. Whatever looks interesting. We're gonna explore New York today. So as you guys remember, a few weeks ago, or maybe over a month ago now, almost 2 months ago, I did a live stream around Flatiron District, and was able to show you guys my favorite spots in the city, or my favorite parts, or bakeries and restaurants, or coffee shops in this part of town. Hi, Coco. How are you doing? Nice, from Japan. That is cool. I love Tokyo and Kyoto as well. Can tourists hire one of those bikes? You mean like to use? Yeah, we do have city bikes. If you have an account, you can use them. Absolutely. How's the lighting? How's the sound? Everything? You know, when I haven't done a live stream for a couple of days, I feel like I'm like doing it for the first time for some reason. Yes, Kyoto is very traditional. That's one thing that I noticed. Oh, my gimbal's acting up. I apologize. Oh my God. Okay. High sounds of the city. Let me just adjust this for a second. Melee from the Philippines, right? Thank you for joining. All right, let's explore until we can't. All right. And I just had coffee, so it's probably gonna kick in a few minutes. And you know what happens, you know, I start singing and I start doing crazy things. Oh, look at this restaurant here. The entire street is occupied by the restaurant and chairs and seats outside. So of course, you know, once it gets cold, this is not going to happen. This is not going to be common. But I like this setting. Don't you guys like it? To sit outside, eat, you know? Nicodemus, how you doing? Hi, Chrissy. This is nice, right? To sit outside and eat. It's pretty cool. I wish we could do this throughout the year, but obviously this is not California. Hi, KD, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. Ben Schuster's here. All right. Oh, the temperature right now is 65 degree Fahrenheit, which is, I believe, 19 in Celsius. So many people are out. Isn't that crazy? It's a Thursday, but it feels like it's a Friday, but it's not. So a lot of the small restaurants and coffee shops are closed. As you can see. Let me see if I can find anything that I like in this area, or any restaurant or cafe that I've been to. Let me see. Nothing so far. Oh, thank you, Harry. I appreciate it. And as you can hear, the trains are going down. That's the sound of trains. Everybody's out. You know what? Honestly, it feels like summer again, even though summer is done. Oh, hi, Lynette. How are you doing? Oh, it's already 52 in Chicago. Wow. That is cold. Yeah, so it's 65 here. So are you guys jealous now? Right? I honestly did not expect this many people at this time, but it is busy. At least most places are, and some places have closed, just like this one. Cha-cha matcha. I'm assuming they have everything matcha, matcha tea, matcha ice cream, possibly matcha tea, matcha coffee, matcha latte. And here is Sweet Green, healthy food. If you guys are in New York and want to eat healthy, this is one of the places that you want to go. And there's also a place called Dig Inn, Diginn. They do have, what kind of coffee did I have? Oh, I had let's see, what did I have? I had a flat white. Yeah, I normally get a cortado, but today I wanted to switch it up.
What I'm saying is
let's see. Oh, this shop is closed. I wanted to walk in and show you guys what they have to give you an idea of prices and items in New York. Rio de Janeiro is 40, nice. Wait, 40 Celsius? Right? Oh, okay, nice. All right, let's see. Thank you for the super chat, KD. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sao Paulo, Brazil. I hope to visit one day hopefully soon. Is everything as it seems in New York? It depends. It depends on what you're asking. It depends. Obviously, a lot has changed in the past couple of months. A lot of businesses have gone out of business. They're no longer in business, and some businesses have revived. Some businesses are doing well, and some businesses are open and are working, but they're not working as they used to. They have limited hours. So as you can see, more outside seating, outside dining, kind of like this. It's pretty cool. Oh, my Haitian friend is here. Thank you for joining. I have to say New York is, I mean, at least it looks, depending on where you are, in which part of New York City or Manhattan or in general New York City that you are in, some parts are reviving, some parts are doing well, but some parts are still struggling, and it does not look like they're reviving anytime soon. So it just depends. It depends. So, you know, it used to be like, you know, pretty much every part of New York was thriving and busy and chaotic and so on, but that's not the case now. That's not the case. Some parts of New York are doing fine, kind of fine. I wouldn't say the same as, you know, what they were in 2019 or maybe early 2020, but at least a lot better than how they were doing during the lockdown. In other parts, it does feel like they're still in lockdown. Astoria, Queens, nice. And nice. South Korea. Absolutely, absolutely. Midtown is doing fine. That's a good way to put it. Yes, Midtown parts, like these parts, look, like, so as you can see, you know, this restaurant, for instance, you know, it looks lively, but there's no one sitting, right? There's no one here. Maybe the food is not great. I don't know. Maybe the business is not as friendly. It could be so many reasons. You know, it's it's hit and miss pretty much. So you can have, you know, businesses within the same block that are doing well and some others that are not doing well. So it just depends. Oh, West Coast, LA. Nice. All right, I apologize. This gimbal that I have is not working really well. Yep. As you can see, hi Tito, how are you doing? So yeah, as you just saw, you know, that business is pretty much empty, and they don't, yeah, copyright. I know. I just every time I stream is just copyright stuff, and I have to like deal with it afterwards. It's not good. You know what? Let's see. Let's turn this way and see what the business is about. And looks like it's full. Kind of busy. Oh, wait. Somebody said something about Osmo. Yeah, I try to mute the music as well, but sometimes, you know, like if I'm talking, I don't want to like interrupt the message. But let's see. These gimbals recently. It could be Sounds of the City. It could be the same issue. But mine, I think, was destroyed by the rain the other day. Okay, let's see. Hi, Tori. How are you doing? So that's Woodpecker Pizza Bar Grill, and they have a DJ too. Nice. Let's see, another gift store slash fragrance, gifts, luggages, and all that stuff. Let's dance. Absolutely, of course. There's always time to dance. And America's like ready to start. Ready to dance. Wow, that's a lot of jewelry. Look at that. How you doing, sir? Hi, Darrell. How you doing? There you go. So if you guys want to buy a gift while you're in New York, this is another gift idea. Lots of cologne, perfume, all that stuff. Or, you know, if you want to buy me a gift, that's fine too. Either one works. But don't buy me any of that stuff though. Yeah, so over here there are a lot of perfume stores. Yeah, it could be a fake perfume. To be honest with you, some of these stores, they sell the same brands, you know, as Macy's or some other stores, but for a third of the price. So I'm like, oh, absolutely, in America, absolutely. Coffee's number one. If you buy me coffee, that's it. That's all I want. Coffee and cake or pastries or gelato. But in any case, that's another perfume store here. So, what was I saying? Yeah, for some reason, they sell the perfumes for a third of the price, sometimes a lot cheaper. I'm like, you know, how's that even possible? So I'm thinking, you know, some of them are fake. Okay, so now I'm getting towards like a quieter part of the city, so maybe I'll just turn on the next block. And yeah, so today's a Thursday, but as you saw, there are a lot of people dining out, hanging out, having a good time. Coney Island, oh my goodness, I apologize. I've been wanting to go to Coney Island for a little bit, for some time. The same with Staten Island, Long Island. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really explored any of the islands. Islands. Oh, nice. There's another restaurant here. Oh, the World Trade Center? I have been there before. I've been there so many times. Javad is here. Yeah, I mean, I have been to Coney Island. Sorry, not Coney Island, Long Island, but I haven't really explored. Like, I need to dedicate time to explore. Let's see what restaurant this is. All right, this is Turntable Restaurant. Okay. Excuse me. All right, and there is the good old Baskin Robbins. How many of you guys know Baskin Robbins? They used to have a dollar night when I was in school, like every Tuesday. So we would go there, we would like line up. All the students would go there and, you know, get a scoop for $1. It was good. Good times. But I have not been there since They all shut down in Canada. Interesting. Yeah, so you know what? I think the ones in New York are still open, but I could be wrong. But again, a lot of businesses, that you think would do well, regardless of, the pandemic or not, have closed. So yeah, that could be the case. You know what? It's the same thing over here as well. They're next to it's next to Subway and Dunkin'. Yeah, I doubt they were doing that well before the lockdown, because I think they expanded too fast, and they expanded to too many places, too many cities too quickly. So I think that was a problem. All right, let's see if I can cross the street here. All right. So yeah, possibly they're probably going to be bought by a bigger business or something. Hi Jody, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. They're probably going to be bought by a big company or something, or another company. Hey Dawal is here. Greetings my friend. Another outdoor dining here. Looks really cool. Looks nice. Looks busy. Osamil. The place is Osamil. So let's see what they have. I know I'm gonna get in trouble for copyright, so I'm gonna mute it really quickly. All right, I'm back. So I'm gonna have to mute songs whenever I hear them. So if it goes silent, I apologize in advance. Oh, that's so nice of you, Ivy. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you so much. Another restaurant here as well, divided by plexiglasses between seats, as you can see. Everything. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, this is wine and chocolate bar. Look at that. You guys are making me explore my own city, which is great. Look at that. So you can have wine and chocolate at the same time. That sounds like a weird combo, but I guess some people do it. Or maybe one after the other, I don't know. Sounds fancy, right? Absolutely. And I think I've mentioned this before, but if I haven't, there are 24,000 restaurants in New York City. 24,000. So it could take you lifetime to explore just the restaurants, or just to find out all the best restaurants. So whenever people tell you, oh, these are the best restaurants, that's just their perspective, right? Based off of maybe a few dozen yeah, a few dozen, that they explored or something. It's just impossible to go to every one of them, even throughout lifetime. Let's see what this is. This is a convenience store right here. Let's see what they have. Kind of like a bodega. I feel like, a lot of these stores just bring the same items, probably from the same supplier or something, because they seem to have the same things. All right, and it's getting quieter over here. Not so many restaurants here. And you guys know, I'm all about coffee. No, not everything is about coffee, but that's just one of the things. I might have mentioned this name before, Irving Farm. They have good coffee, so write it down. If you ever visit New York, if you need a good coffee, I mean, this one I think went out of business, but they have other locations in the city. Hopefully those ones are not out of business, but they do have good coffee. So check them out. All right, let's see. And late nights, if everything is closed, you can get something from one of these carts. Oh, this one has lamb chops. Nice. Oops. Looks like it has a lot of varieties. Oh. I apologize. My gimbal is not working really well today, as you can imagine. It got destroyed in that rain the other day. So they have hot dog with chili, red lentil soup. Yeah, so kind of interesting. But one thing that I can say about these carts is if they're not busy, if they don't look busy, I wouldn't recommend it. The good ones are always busy and they get the best spots in the city. They have a lot of traffic and the food, tends to be really good. So rule of thumb is if it's good, if it's busy, it's probably gonna be good. So I would highly recommend checking out at least one if you ever visit the city. Going to one just to say, you know what? I've had cart food in New York. That's one good experience. All right, let's see. Let's cross the street here. So this is kind of quiet, as you can see. So far, it's only the restaurants, the restaurants that are busy, that are crowded. But the rest of the city, as you can see, is not. It's not as busy, it's not as crowded. There's not much going on. And yeah, so like I said, some businesses, even though now they can technically allow people inside or to dine indoors, they haven't done so. for whatever reason. They decided not to, or possibly, you know, they're waiting for the right time. Maybe they're waiting until it gets really cold and whatnot. But one other thing that I have to say is, so indoor dining is allowed, but at a 25% capacity. So some of these small businesses are probably not going to do well. They don't have space to sit enough people. And as you can see, this is part of the city as well. Yeah, it kind of smells really bad over here. There's a church to my right. And oh, there's a restaurant over there. Hi, Adrian. How are you doing? Doesn't look busy. Oh, there's a beautiful church here. Wow. Let me just show it to you guys. You guys know I love churches and architecture, so there you go. This is St. Francis Church. There are a lot of St. Francis churches in the city, and this is just one of them. And there are so many, possibly hundreds of beautiful churches in the city. Maybe one day, I will do a tour of the main churches in the city in Manhattan, and then continue on to Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, and the Bronx, and so on. But there are at least like 5 or 6 churches that I really would like you guys to see. So I'll maybe do that next week. Oh, the New York Walking Show's here. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. He has an awesome channel as well. I learned of you from our godfather, AK. That's how I knew about you. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. So the other day, I walked around the Upper East Side, just talking to people, just random, people on the Upper East Side. It's just, yeah, so I learned that a lot of celebrities have, apartments in that area, and it is one of the most expensive zip codes in the country. Like apartments worth millions of dollars. Lots of celebrities like Jennifer Lopez, Woody Allen, and, so many celebrities, hedge fund managers live there. All right, the good old Madison Square Garden is to my right. But I think we've been there so many times. I'm gonna switch it up and go somewhere else. Let's just cross the street. From Brazil, nice. And guys, if you want to go to parts of New Jersey, this is where you would take the train from the Penn Station. And there's New Jersey Transit over here as well. And New Jersey has, a few nice places and areas that are worth visiting. For instance, Princeton, New Jersey is not too far from here, maybe like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but it's still worth visiting. So highly recommend you consider at least like visiting parts of New Jersey, maybe Jersey City, Hoboken, or let's see, Newport, New Jersey. Those are places to visit. One, they have at least like the places the cities that I just mentioned right now, excuse me, have an amazing view of the city. You could possibly stay there. You're not too far from the city. You are only like 10-15 minutes from the city on the PATH train. You know, so it's worth visiting. But places like Princeton, they're kind of far. You have to be on the train for at least an hour, and then take a bus and so on. But it's you know, it's worth it. You know, you get to see. Hi Judith, how are you doing? You get to see another part of the East Coast. That's Madison Square Garden. And it's getting quieter and quieter. And upstate New York is supposed to be beautiful as well. I have to be honest, I've only been to Buffalo, New York, and on the way there, I noticed, you know, a lot of beautiful places. I didn't get a chance to stop and explore, but upstate New York is beautiful. If you want to get away from the city, you know, a vacation from a vacation, I would say upstate New York is a good choice. Trust me, once you stay in the city for a few days, it can be overwhelming. That's why I recommend, you know, staying in a quiet part of the city, or, you know, on the New Jersey side. That way, when you go to sleep, you know, at night, you go to a quiet place, relax, you know, forget about the city for a second, maybe for a couple of hours, right? And then get ready for the next day. But if you feel like, you know, you want to be in the chaos day in and day out, you know, 24/7, that works too. That works too. Oh, Stamford, Connecticut. Nice. Oh, you commuted from Stamford to the city while on vacation, or?
He gonna last. He's not gonna last.
Excuse me. So yeah, normally this part of town is in chaos, lots of crowds, lots of people, lots of tourists, lots of activities. But as you can see, it is empty. And if you want to go to Long Island, you take the Long Island Railroad right there, right across the street at the building right there. That's Penn Station. You can go in through Madison Square Garden, or you could just walk in that way as well. It's all connected underground. There you go. And as you can see over to my right side, far right, the taxis are like lined up. And you know, they used to have customers every second, so they would move every second. But now they're just sitting there, hanging out until they get customers. All right. Another halal food here. Let's see how much it is to give you guys an idea. All right, and this one has an A rating, which is the best rating you can get for restaurants in the city. That is the sanitation inspection, and there you go. This is not bad, right? Chicken over rice, 7. Lamb over rice, 7 as well. I think the most expensive one is chicken wings. $8, I believe. Yep. And this one takes cash only. Some of them do take credit cards. Right? What's a gyro? Gyro or gyro. Some people say gyro, some people say gyro. So it's just like a flat bread, like a Turkish, Turkish and I believe also Greek style bread. And then on that bread, they put vegetables, meat, whatever you like. Lamb, mixed meat with chicken, sometimes falafel with lettuce, tomatoes, onions. It's pretty good. It's like, this is not the best way to describe it, but I would say it's like a bigger version of a taco. But if the tacos were maybe like 5-6 times bigger and thicker. That's the best way I can describe it. The sauce is the best, absolutely. So they put this special sauce. I think it's made with yogurt and hot spices. So it's pretty good. So for New York, that's cheap, Mike, absolutely. For New York, that's pretty cheap. In California, I could probably get a decent size super nacho for that. Like a really good size. And one place that I don't recommend is Panda Express. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Yes, my merch are out. They're amazing. And I'm probably going to add another style pretty soon. Another design, I should say. Very soon. Serbia. Nice. Like a donor, yes. All right, there's a pizza shop here. Let's see what they have. How you doing, sir? Hi. All right.
Let's say you go somewhere else, right?
Move forward.
Yeah, but he's not trying to move forward. He's just trying to live day by day.
All the ecosystem is built up. From the atom to infinity.
Yes, but Martha, some people.
If you want to do like this, it's not going to work.
I know, but check it out. That's why he's still doing what he's doing at his age. Because he's been doing it like that for years. Exactly. But like I said, it don't work with you, but he'll go somewhere else and it'll work.
Quick question, sir. How much is a slice of pizza?
The regular one is $3.25.
Regular is $3.25. Okay, and what about the pepperoni one?
Pepperoni is $4.35.
$4.25. All right. $4.35. Okay, $3.25 and $4.25. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. So, as you heard, about $3.50 and $4.50. About that much. That's for a slice of pizza. And you have some restaurants like this one. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. And you have restaurants like this one, a pub. Oh, this is like a British style. So my Brit friends, you should know this one. I know you guys like to go to the pub every day, right? All right, but kind of empty over here though. There's no one. Absolutely, this is a pub. I thought that pizza was kind of expensive because I know in the city there are places where you can get a pizza for, a slice for $1, sometimes $1.50, $2. So I would say $3.50, $4.50 is kind of kind of expensive. Oh, and then there's a cigar store. There you go. Probably imported from Dominican Republic. I doubt if it's from Cuba. So this is a cigar store / a lounge. So you can buy it here, you can smoke here. I don't smoke, so I'm not even gonna dare to ask questions. Oh, there's another business here, but okay, it's closed. We can't get in. No, I love coffee. Come on. Don't get me caught up in that. You know I love coffee. Coffee, gelato, pastry. Those are my things. Those are my guilty pleasures. Julio, how are you doing? Oh, I see a nice car. I see a nice car coming up. Let's see what it is. It's a Ferrari. Oh my goodness. How nice is this? No donuts? No, I'm not a big fan of donuts, to be honest. No. Korean pastries. We do have Paris baguette here, which is pretty much Korean owned. Or, I mean, they have a lot of Korean pastries with a bit of a French twist. And no cheese. Yes, no cheese, no cheese, no cheese for me. Look at this car. How nice is that? That is so cool. It's probably like one of the first Ferraris. Oh my God, look at that. You know what? Let's see, let's look at it from this side. 60s. All right, time to go. Oh yeah, possibly worth hundreds of thousands at the minimum. Absolutely. Absolutely. No question about that. Hi Carolyn, how are you doing? I hope you're well. So now it's kind of quiet, eerie, kind of weird, you know, for New York. It's only like maybe 8 p.m. right now. I can imagine. Oh, thank you, Ronald. I didn't even get to read it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all the support. Oh, nice. That's another nice car over here, too. Wow. So I hope you guys are taking note of what's going on in New York right now. Yes, our city is open. Our city is, you know, reviving and so on and doing its best to like go back to normalcy as much as possible. But you know, it's a work in progress. There's a lot to be worked on. It also depends on what part of the city that you're in. There are a lot of, you know, factors with this. You know, for instance, you know, seeing businesses close at this time, this early, is not common. This is not normal for New York. Look at that. Entire block. There's maybe like 1 or 2 businesses that are open. There's nothing going on. You barely see anybody. You know, just there's no one here. It's too quiet. Oh, DTUK. I thought you were in London. It's super empty right now. Absolutely empty. You know, every block is different. Every block is different. You can see the most like chaotic, you know, busy streets and then move over to like, 1 or 2 blocks and barely see anybody. All right, and we have another church here, Church of St. John the Baptist. So I'm gonna cross the street for you guys so I can show it to you better, okay? So let me just cross here. As I said, there are hundreds of beautiful churches in New York. It would possibly take a lifetime to see every church. Look at that. I wish this was daytime. I wish this was daytime. Another beautiful church. Unless, I don't know, maybe unless you are in Europe or maybe like somewhere in Montreal or something, it's not common to see a lot of beautiful churches, blocks apart, right? I would assume so. What church is that? That is Church of St. John the Baptist. So one of these days I'm gonna go inside. Oh my God, I can't even speak today. I'm gonna go inside a church and show you what it's like. DB Burns, thank you for joining. Since that's one of the things that's not covered by YouTubers most of the time, at least like from New York. So I'll do my best to bring you some churches, I guess a few churches, possibly. And walk inside and see what it looks like. St. Patrick's Cathedral. That is a cathedral, and that is the best cathedral in my opinion in the city. That could be argued, but for me, I love it. I love that place. I could just go inside and just sit there and chill. I mean, it doesn't even have to be like during sermon or, I could just sit there. Oh, the oldest church in New York. I'm not sure. I don't know which one that is. Possibly Trinity Church in Lower Manhattan. Trinity Church is possibly the oldest one. I think, possibly built early 1700s. All right, so we have been that way, so maybe let's go this way. Oh, Paul's Chapel? Huh. I wonder where that is. Another good coffee shop is Gregory's here. They have a few locations in the city. I think I've mentioned it before, but if you're new, and if you are ever visiting New York, make sure to stop by here. They have good coffee. Their cortado is pretty good. Cappuccino is very good. $17.66, interesting. I would have to check that out. And there's another business that is no longer in business. There you go. So this one went out of business. Some restaurants.
It could be real.
Oh, the weather. The weather was 65 degree Fahrenheit when I started. So it's possibly 60, maybe 59 right now. Yeah, so the fire trucks Oh man, almost got hit. A lot of crazy drivers in New York, by the way. Same in New Jersey. So whenever you're walking in New York, I would say be extra careful. Sometimes you might have the right of way, but drivers are not going to see it that way. Especially if you walk slow, they think they have time, so they'll just zip through, so be careful. Be careful. Oh, thank you so much in America. I appreciate it. Yes, we do have 491 people, so go ahead and hit the like button for me. And also I want to mention I am on Instagram and Twitter, so please go ahead and check that out. More ways to connect. There's an Irish bar over here for my Irish friends. They got an A rating in terms of sanitation as well. Sanitary inspection. So to give you an idea, you can get an Angus beef burger for $16. And let's see what else is there. Triple Crown Philly cheesesteak, $18. Fish and chips, wow, $22. Fish and chips. How much is that in the UK, DT? Oh yeah, absolutely, Diane. Thank you for joining. Fish and chips. Is that what you say? Is that how you say it? Fish and chips, right? Hi, New York Walker. How you doing? Thank you for joining. What was that famous place around Shoreditch in London? Everybody said, oh, you have to go to that fish and chips place, and I did, and it was not good at all. I have to be honest. It was not good. 17 pounds? That's even more expensive than here, right? That's in terms of pounds. That's expensive. Okay, my jellied eels. Oh yeah, this part of town is very expensive. Absolutely, it is expensive. It is expensive. So yeah, you could get something cheaper somewhere else. You just have to go a little further. Oh, nice. How does it look on 4K? Is it good? Domino's. Domino's is expensive? I mean, over here it's not that expensive, but I'm assuming in other countries it's, even McDonald's is kind of expensive, right? Domino's is expensive, KFC is expensive. Domino's, nah. I don't eat cheese, so I don't know what to tell you. And now it's getting quieter again with a little bit of activity, nothing much going on. Oh, McDonald's is expensive, right? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Some of these fast food chains. No, I don't love cheese, Darrell. I've told you. Cheese is not for me. I'm not a fan of cheese. I used to work here when I was in school. When I was in school, like I used to intern somewhere down here. So maybe I'll take you guys that way. Yeah, that's what I heard. Sometimes, some of these companies go abroad so that they could possibly make more money. Because some people think it's like an American brand, like a luxury thing, so they go and and dine at those places, you know, even though they're just, you know, fast food chains.
So they're the headlines. Okay, and then the senior.
I heard McDonald's is considered like a luxury, like a fancy restaurant
One of them.
in
And then,
Egypt.
So there's two senior.
So people with money go to McDonald's. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that interesting?
God.
Yep. And in the US, it's just another fast food. All right, so this is New York right now. Yes, I am by FIT. This is the Fashion Institute of Technology. There used to be lots of students here at night, daytime. But right now, everybody's at home, learning from home. Everything is remote, so you don't see that many people. Although I have heard some schools have allowed some students to get into the dorms and get the dorm experience. You know, if they don't have a place to stay, they let them come into the city and stay in the dorms, but of course at a very low capacity. Watching from Ireland. Oh, we just went to an Irish pub. You missed it. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense, KD. And another place that I don't recommend is Chipotle. I don't think it's good at all. It's just overpriced fast food with a good branding and marketing. Watching from Pakistan. Where in Pakistan? Islamabad, Lahore? I would assume one of the two. B. Griffin is here. Thank you for joining. I'm just exploring New York. Seeing what's going on in the evening. There's a Hilton here. I doubt if it's open. A lot of the Hiltons have closed. And the ones that are open at very low capacity. This is in a good location. Oh, maybe it's open. I see some lights. By the way, guys, there are a lot of Hiltons in the city. So many Hiltons. There are at least, let's see, maybe 15 or 16 Hiltons. Most of them used to be very expensive. I mean, unless you are willing to spend more while on vacation, or, you know, be able to book it way in advance at a decent price. Most of them used to be very expensive. Right now, that's not the case. From Brazil, Air Brazil, Guyana, and we have somebody from Manhattan. Nice. That's cool. See, a lot of these businesses depend on the traffic they get from students coming in and shopping, and, you know, just dining out, and, you know, and so on. So they cannot survive without that traffic. And of course, the biggest source of, you know, income for a lot of businesses, small businesses like restaurants, cafes, and so on, is the influx of tourists. And without tourists, most of them cannot do well, or are going to have a hard time doing well. When I mean tourists, it's not just people flying in from, you know, different countries. but also from within the United States as well. I think there was a time where about, I think, around 1 million tourists, you know, on average, about 1 million tourists come to New York every week. That's a lot. Can you imagine? Oh, wait a minute. There's a nice car here. Oh, no, that's... Wow. That's pretty cool. So as you can imagine, tourism is the backbone of New York. And without that, it's gonna be really difficult for the city to revive as much as it should, or as much as it would like to. That is a big factor. Yes, about 1 million. I believe the number is 1.2 million. You know, these businesses are used to tourists coming in and just spending money, you know, lavishly. Okay, there's another Gregory's Coffee here, and this one is on West 26th and 6th Avenue. It's pretty good. Why is there so many garbage? Oh, because there are no alleys here, so everything has to be put in front of businesses, and trucks, you know, the garbage trucks would have to come and pick it up from the front side, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna cross the street here, and we'll probably end the live stream here. I think I've been on for over an hour. I think this is a good place to end it. Yeah, so it's unique for to New York. I've lived in California. I've lived in Washington State, and that's not the case over there. It's just it's here. That's a New York problem. Yeah, they did not. I don't think they anticipated New York to be this busy and crowded, and you know, inhabited by millions of people. All right, I'm just waiting to cross the street. Chet, thank you for joining. All right, friends, so we have 500 and 5 people watching, and we have 193 likes. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. I'm gonna bring you more live streams this week. I hope you enjoyed this one. And don't forget to check out my page on Instagram, and I have a page on Twitter. The same handle, Walk Ride Fly. You can find me there. And check out my Patreon page and the merch as well on Teespring. I do my best to do live streams at different times because as you can see, we have people joining in from different parts of the world, so I do my best to accommodate everyone at different times, and just to, you know, bring something for everyone at different time zones. So I don't really have a set time. And it also depends on my schedule as well, you know, it depends on what I'm doing at the time. But in any case, I'm gonna do my best to bring you as many live streams as possible. That's my promise. Yes, I was out at 2 a.m. No, actually at 1 a.m. and I started recording at 12. I think 1 a.m. the other day because it was raining and it was just felt like it was the right time. So I'm gonna have a few rain walk videos coming to you in the next couple of days, so stay tuned. And I do appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the mods. Thank you for helping. And thank you everybody else for joining. So this is Fairway Market. The main reason that I'm just standing here is just to say a couple of things. This is one of the popular grocery store chains in the city. It's kind of expensive. They have different locations in different parts of the city, but it's kind of expensive, but they do have decent items. Maybe a little overpriced. Let's see if we can go in and maybe see a couple of items. But in general, if you are in the city and if you want to buy something, if you feel like buying some groceries, I would say Trader Joe's is the best way to go. For those of you guys in the States, you know how good Trader Joe's is. Yes, Whole Foods. No, Whole Foods I would say Whole Foods is a little higher than Fairway. In my opinion, is a little higher. But Trader Joe's has good products, organic products, locally sourced, all that good stuff. And in addition to that, the price is good. It's much cheaper. It's much cheaper than Fairway, Whole Foods, you name it. I would say the best and the cheapest would be Trader Joe's. I apologize. But sometimes, you can't find Trader Joe's because there are only a handful of Trader Joe's in the entire city. Oh, you've never been to Trader Joe's? Okay. So I guess, if you're not in the States, or maybe like if you live in the Midwest or something like that, and the southern states, it's not as common. It's not as common. All right, there's another halal food here, food truck. Another option here. Oh, this one is cheaper. See? Oh, let me just all right. Sergio, thank you for joining. I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, there you go. This one is cheaper. Falafel sandwich for $5. Chicken gyro, however you say it, $5. So this is not bad. And then they have lamb over rice for $6. That's a big truck, absolutely. That means this is like a serious business. They have a fridge inside. They have a grill, big grill. Yes, the whole shawarma. There you go. Never had a falafel. Oh, Darrell. You're missing out. Gotta try it. Yum. This looks good, right? You're sheltered. I wish I could show you the price on that side, but it's just the reflection is not helping. You can't see it. But in any case, let's see if we can get in here. Wait a minute. Looks like it's closed. But I do see people inside. Let's try on the other side. Might be open. Yeah, different entrance, maybe. Let's see. These days I've noticed. Walk, right, enter. Absolutely, that's what we do here. We don't just walk, we walk into businesses to see what they're selling, what they have. That's a nice apartment complex, but it's not Fairway. Huh. Oh, hi, Geeson. Okay. I don't think it's open right now. I don't see anybody getting in. Yeah, they should be open for another 30 minutes, right? But one thing that I can tell you about businesses these days in New York is that the hours that you see at the store is not always the real time that you're gonna get. So if they say they're open at 7 and close at 9, that might not be the case. Some days that might apply, but some days that might not work. If they're slow, they just close early and go home. That just depends. And some days they might stay late. Oh, I saw somebody walking in, so I'm gonna walk in this way as well. Why not? Oh, there you go. Oh, thank you, sir. All right. As you heard, I was told to put on my mask. So if you don't put on your mask, a lot of businesses will tell you to leave. You have to put on your mask everywhere. To take the trains, to go into businesses, you have to put your mask on. All right, for all the cheese lovers, there you go. There you go. Wow, that's a lot of cheese. That's 1-year-old Gouda cheese. Gouda cheese. As good as a cheese. No, thank you. What would you guys like to see? I don't want to just keep wandering around. You know, I'm not a big shopper. You know, I'm not a big fan of staying inside stores too long, unless it's a coffee shop, right? Bakery. Oh, KD. That's why you're my friend. We have the same taste. And there you go. There's coffee here. Caramel flavored coffee. Do you have some British cheddar cheese? I thought the Swiss cheese was the best one. From Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining, Jake. Different kinds of flavored coffee. Oh my goodness, there's like a whole aisle of coffee over here. Italian, French, intense blend, Guatemala, let's see, Colombia, Peru, Mexico. Oh my goodness, what don't they have? Ethiopia, Kenya. Let's see, pumpkin spice coffee. $9.99 a pound. I don't know how much that is wherever you are, but it's not too bad of a price. I know I can get a whole pound of organic coffee from Amazon for maybe like $19, and that would last me for a month. I make coffee at home most of the time, but you know, on the weekends, whenever I'm with friends, I go out to drink coffee or, you know, hang out. How about Canadian cheese? I didn't know Canada was famous for its cheese. That's cool. I love grapes. How much is this one? Okay, $5.99. That's not bad, and that's organic. This is perfectly organized, absolutely. A lot of stores, at least like grocery stores, they do pretty well organizing their items. I'm sure it's the same I'm sure it's the same in Canada, the UK as well.
How you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Doing all right. Just showing friends.
What are you doing? Like,
Oh, this is just live YouTube.
say that again?
YouTube.
Yeah, bro. I think you cannot be recording the store like that.
Oh, okay. No, just like, just showing them the prices. These are like people living abroad.
Yeah, bro. That can get me in trouble.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right, dude.
No?
No worries.
I know you want to do your thing, but
Yeah, I
that
understand.
get me in trouble. Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. No worries. All right, friends. So I think that's going to be it here. As you heard, I have to leave. They do not allow recording inside stores, inside this store. So I have to leave. But before I leave, let me show you this. This is like an entire cheese aisle. Different prices. Different imported cheeses from different parts of the world. All right. I know some stores just don't want any recording, any type of recording inside the stores. So it just you have to respect their rules. I know she did not have a mask, and I was told to wear a mask, and she walked inside without a mask, which is very interesting. In any case, I think that's gonna be it for me for today. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna end the live stream here. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with friends, check out my Patreon page and also merch store as well. Thank you all the mods. Thank you B. Griffin, Ben Schuster, all of you guys, Dawal in America. Thank you so much. DT UK, Aaron, Amanda. Have a good one, guys and girls. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys for walking with me today. Thank you and take care. And thank you for the super chats, friends. Thank you. And one thing I want to say before I sign out is check out my rain walk video, which I recorded at 2 a.m. the other day, at a time when the streets were completely empty and it was pouring down, really hard, heavy rain. I hope you check that out and share it with friends as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, my Haitian friend, and thank you, Jody. Marlene, I didn't see you until now. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining, Nasser. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Judith.